Welcome back to Superstarglam. In today's video, I'm going to show you everything that I have in my collection, and I'm also going to be getting rid of a lot of things that I'm just either hoarding or just have no use for it, or is just way too old and I just need to get rid of it. So, but before we jump into that, if you haven't yet subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Click the little button down below and become part of the Superstarglam Squad family. Also, while you're there, don't forget to click the little notification bell. That way you are alerted every time I upload a video. Let's just jump onto the video. Okay, so this is my bronzer drawer and contour that we will be digging into. Okay, so we're gonna start with this container and the Hoola bronzer. I do use, so I'm keeping that. My BH is also new, so that's gonna be in the keep aisle. I think I'm going to get rid of this one, the butter bronzer. It's in the shade bronzer because I did end up using the one from the Casey Holmes collab, and it's a deep, I think it's called deep bronzer, and that one I love better. This one barely shows up, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay, so these are the Makeup Forever Profusion bronzers, and this one is in, I think, oh yeah, it erased. I think this was like 30i if I'm not mistaken, and this is I think 25i. It's kind of erasing, but anyways, this one I think is too light for me, but I love the formula. So I'm going to get rid of this one. This one I really did love. Like there was a time that I was using it non-stop and there was like a big indentation. So I'm going to continue to use it. Hopefully I can use it up. Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in bronze. It's one of those that also I wasn't really like in love with the shade, but I don't know, I think I want to pay more attention to what I do and don't like. I was buying so much and just moving on to the newer item that I never really got to figure out if I really like the product or not. So I think that's what I'm going to do with a few of these products like ColourPop and Urban Decay. And if I don't use them, or if I don't use them by the summer, then they're gonna go out for sure. This one is old. This one I think I picked it up because I thought it was going to be a dupe for the Chanel, what is it called? The Chanel Soleil Tan bronzer. This one. I did mention this in my favorites. I fell back in love with this, so I'm really in love with the formula, the way that it applies, so I'm using this. I'm not getting rid of it. And this, it's similar to like the creamy consistency. I did like the tone of it. It's just too, I guess the word would be like emollient, or like kind of greasy. It's definitely not a dupe for the, it's close, but it's not a dupe for the formula from the Chanel bronzer. So I'm just gonna get rid of it because I just don't reach for it, and I did hit pan on it. I guess at one point I was gonna use it up, but this is another aisle I'm getting rid of. Okay, this is the Smashbox Bronze Lights in Warm Matte. I don't even know anything about this bronzer, if I liked it or not. It looks very light. Maybe that's why I never used it. I'm gonna get rid of it just because there's no point in keeping it if I know I'm just not gonna use it. Plus, I do have a little palette that I just picked up that I do like, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Okay, this one has to be like my all-time favorite bronzer from Physician Formula. It's the Bronze Booster. This is an old one, so I am going to repurchase it. The shade is medium to dark, and I don't know, something about Physician's Formula and their bronzers. They make one of the best formulas, hands down. I love every single time I buy one of their bronzers. Like, I can't go wrong with it. This one I use, like, I kind of started hitting pan on it, but like I said, it is old. But I do keep it to remind me to buy it, but I don't ever do. But I'm gonna get rid of it, but I am going to repurchase it because, again, I love this bronzer as well as the butter bronzer. If you tried their butter bronzer and you don't like it because of the scent, then you should definitely try the BB bronzer. I totally recommend that one. And it is a buildable bronzer, and that's why I love it so much. And it doesn't look heavy on the face. Here's another one. It's from The Balm. I picked it up a long time ago, the Betty Luminizer. And the reason why I didn't like this one is because it is a shimmering bronzer. I felt that maybe I would eventually use it more like in the summer, but I just don't like the way I haven't found a use for it for me to have that sheen. Like, if anything, on my face it looks like I'm a grease ball. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Again, I never really used that one. Here's another one from Physician's Formula. It's called the pH Matchmaker. Apparently it adjusts to your pH to give you the right shade, and it does have a sheen. I really do like this bronzer. Also, I'm just gonna get rid of it just for the fact that I have so many, but this is also a good one. I would definitely recommend. It does have shimmer in it, but on the face, when you apply a light layer, it just gives you the right amount on the skin. Again, I can't go wrong with the Physician Formula bronzers, but I am getting rid of it because that one is old. This one is a backup from the MAC and Aaliyah collection, the bronzing powder in Baby Girl. Here is the old one. So this is, again, brand new, but again, it's a backup, so obviously I'm keeping that one. And this is the one that I've been using, and this is also a shimmering bronzer, but it's not too heavy. Like, it just gives the right amount of glow. I like to use this kind of like as a topper once I've bronzed up my face, and I really I was enjoying this one. I just stopped. I think I used it the most last summer, so I'm going to be using it again this summer. This one I'm getting rid of. It's the CoverGirl True Magic Sun Kisser bronzer. Again, it's one of those creamy consistency, but it is just too, I don't know, like, it's too greasy feeling. I just never really liked how it applied. The rest of the items I'm pulling out of the drawer as I go, so I'm gonna speed through this because there is quite a bit of stuff to get through. This one I used to keep because it was a few of the affordable or drugstore bronzers that I liked. This one is from Milani, the Bronzer XL All Over Glow. I'm probably gonna get rid of it because I haven't dipped into this one in a while, and I obviously have way more drugstore options in my collection, so I don't have a need for this, so I'm getting rid of it. This one, I picked it up because, again, it was the hype, and it was one of those items that I would take with me. I know it looks disgusting, sorry, but it was one of those items that I would take with me when I was going to do makeup on someone else. It's a very nice kit to have to carry around if that's what you do, if you freelance. The formula just was very, very drying to work with, and I think it's already old, so I think I'm getting rid of this. This definitely needs to go in the trash. But again, it was something that I did use. It wasn't my favorite, but I did get a lot of use of it, out of it. This is something I picked up a really long time ago. It's the Josie Maran Bronzing Moisturizer. Yeah, moisturizer. It is old. I only use this occasionally, like when I was going to show my legs and I needed something to bronze up my skin, especially on the legs. I love this because it tanned my legs, and it just to even out. It was a good one, and the only thing I didn't like, it did stain my clothes, so if you were wearing anything light, it would transfer. So that's why I only used it special occasions only. But because it's old, I'm gonna get rid of it. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is pretty old, the BH Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow. It was a nice little palette, but I rarely ever dipped into it, but it was nice. I'm just getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it. I never used it, so it needs to go. This is the LA Girl Blush Collection. I don't remember where I picked this up. I never even used it. I think I just swatched it, but I don't need any more palettes. I think I have plenty right now, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Here's another item that I picked up because I was getting a lot of use out of it, but I'm gonna get rid of it just because they're not my favorite formulas. This is the Morphe 06F. It was a contouring, yeah, and these are big pans too. Again, they're just they're very pigmented. They're very, that was the problem. Like, if you went in harshly, it was really hard to blend it out once you went in too heavy-handed. So it's not my favorite, so I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm not gonna get any use out of this. Okay, here's another contour palette. I don't know why Tarte came out with so many contour. I guess the other one came with shimmering shades. This one's the Tarte's contour, and it's just the contour contour powders. This was, I like it. I just never reach for this. To be honest, I'm not gonna make up any excuses as to why I should keep this. I just know I'm not gonna dip into these powders. Yeah, I'm just not gonna reach for it, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. And since I guess I brought up a lot of contour, this is it's a little stash that I have that includes the color correcting and cream contour and highlighting that I have in my collection. These two, I guess I'm going to get rid of because there's no point in keeping them in my collection. I used to use these to highlight and contour. They are brow products, actually. They're from Milani. They're the brow and eye highlighters, and I got it in 01 matte beige, the high glow, and 03 vanilla and natural taupe. And I use these for different things. Like this was definitely the brow highlight, which again I just don't use, so I'm getting rid of it. The other end was the highlight. It actually kept breaking off, but anyways, I never used that one. I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's old. And then this one was also a nice shade, but I really liked this end, the taupe, because at one point it was a really nice shade and I like the precise tip to contour my nose, but it doesn't blend out that seamlessly. Like sometimes I see patches, so that's why I'm gonna get rid of it. Obviously it's not a contour stick, it's a brow product, I know, but I don't use it for my brows, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. And that's pretty much it. That's really all from my collection. So I really didn't think I was going to get rid of as much as I did. Let me put all this away, and then we'll look at one more time all the products that I am getting rid of. So to be honest, I was kind of dreading to do the bronzer stash because I didn't think I was going to get rid of anything, but this is actually pretty good. Thinking I wasn't going to get rid of anything to getting rid of this amount is actually quite surprising. I'm dreading 2 more of these types of videos. The one for highlighters, because that's definitely one of those areas that I love. I love all my highlighters. I love my collection. I've collected highlighters for a really long time, so I can't see myself getting rid of much there, as well as my eyeshadow palettes. I think that out of everything, eyeshadow palettes are my thing, and even if I don't use them, they become my kind of like a collector item. So yeah, I don't think that I will be getting rid of many eyeshadow palettes, if any at all, as well as the highlighters. So anyways, so this is a good amount. The Morphe, the Tarte, yeah, like I think this is a really good amount that I'm getting rid of. Yeah, I haven't touched these in a really long time, so I know I'm not going to. It's pointless to keep them. And if I really care about that bronzer, I'm going to remember the next time I go to the drugstore to repurchase that one. Yeah, I feel good about getting rid of this. So this is going to be it, what I'm going to get rid of. Now, I know a lot of you have mentioned in my past videos to give things away. I do giveaways. I do give things away. I don't think that it's healthy or sanitary to give away any used makeup, which is something that I don't want to do and I refuse to do. Now, the used makeup or things that I feel are gently used, I do give away to family members. It does go to a home that will get use of it. That the stuff that's really old, like for example, this is definitely, it's just going in the trash. It's pointless to keep it. There's no need to continue to keep something like that, especially cream formulas. I think that's definitely unsanitary whatsoever. There's no way to sanitize that at all. This is also very old. Yeah, there's no need to hoard this, to keep this. But again, I'm not throwing the stuff that is good. Like for example, this is definitely gently used. I don't think that I ever used it. If if anything, just swatched it. Things like these are the stuff that I will go give away to family members. I have a lot. I have a daughter, a teenage daughter. I have nieces that are starting to get into makeup, so that's probably the new home that it will go to. So again, they're not everything will go in the trash. I'm not being wasteful whatsoever. So again, for those that have mentioned in the past to give them away, I will do more giveaways. If anything, stay tuned because I do have a giveaway planned very, very soon. I'm just getting a few more items that I want to include in the giveaway, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.